Hi, in this video we'll learn some useful verbs of movement. Some of them are used pretty often, others less so. Nonetheless, you can come across each of them in everyday language. And now let's get to work. Here are the verbs. Lunge. It means to move or reach forward in a sudden, forceful way. For example, the wolf lunged across the lawn at the hare. Cringe means to make a sudden movement from fear of being hit or hurt. For example, Emily cringed at the terrible sight of the headless monster coming closer. Then we have waft, which means to move lightly through the air. Like for example, the mist wafted softly down the hill. Then we have wriggle. Wriggle means to twist from side to side with small quick movements like a worm. The fish was wriggling on the hook. Then we have squirm. Squirm means to make lots of twisting movements because you're nervous, uncomfortable, bored, etc. The girl was trying to hold the huge bird, but it managed to squirm free. Then we have jostle. Jostle means to push against someone while moving forward in a crowd of people. The businessman was jostling to get a better view of the stage. Prowl. To move quietly through an area while hunting. The fox was prowling in the field. The next verb is pursue. To follow and try to catch or capture someone or something, usually for a long distance or time. For example, the hyenas pursued the prey for miles. Sneak. To sneak means to move quietly and secretly in order to avoid being noticed. For example, the burglar sneaked into the house through the window. Then we have blunder. It means to move in an awkward or confused way. The man blundered through the forest until he finally found the river. Pounce. To pounce means to suddenly jump toward and take hold of someone or something. The cheetah pounced on the wildebeest. Then we have crouch. It means to lie on the stomach close to the ground with the legs bent. For example, the animal crouched in the bushes, preparing to pounce on his prey. Then we have scurry. It means to move quickly and with short steps. Crazy squirrels scurried all around the forest. Wallow. It means to roll about in deep mud or water. The boar loves wallowing in mud. Stalk. It means to follow an animal or person that you are hunting or trying to capture by moving slowly and quietly. For example, the cat is stalking something in the grass. Then we have slink. It means to move in a way that does not attract attention, especially because you are embarrassed, afraid, or doing something wrong. For example, the lady in red slinked away in shame. Then we have waddle. It means to walk with short steps while moving from side to side like a duck. For example, the penguins waddled down the valley. Next we have bob. It means to move up and down quickly or repeatedly. For example, the buoy was bobbing on the waves. Then we have flit. Flit means to move or fly quickly from one place or thing to another. For example, hummingbirds and butterflies flitted from flower to flower. Then we have scuttle. It means to move quickly and with short steps. For example, the crab scuttled away to the water. Hustle. Hustle means to quickly move or push someone, often in a rough way. If he doesn't want to be late, he has to hustle. Writhe. To writhe means to twist your body from side to side. Like for example in the sentence, the player lay on the ground, writhing in pain. Shudder. To shudder means to shake violently. The journey wasn't very comfortable. The car shuddered all the time. Then we have stumble. Stumble means to hit your foot on something when you're walking or running so that you fall or almost fall. For example, the tourist stumbled on a traffic cone. Hobble. Hobble means to walk with difficulty because of injury or weakness. His grandma hobbled across the corridor. Lurch. This verb means to move or walk in an awkward or unsteady way. He saw his girlfriend at the restaurant and lurched to her table. Stagger. Stagger means to move or cause someone to move unsteadily from side to side. The drunk staggered all the way home. Amble. This means to walk slowly in a free and relaxed way. The married couple ambled through the village and talked. Stride. Stride means to walk with very long steps. My boss strode across the room to welcome his guests. Strut. Strut means to walk in a confident and proud way. The peacock strutted in front of us and repeatedly peeked at us to make sure we were watching him. Trudge. Trudge means to walk slowly and heavily because you are tired or working very hard. Trudging through the snow wasn't easy and it was getting dark. Shuffle. Shuffle means to slide your feet along the ground or back and forth without lifting them completely. Mike was too tired to lift his feet. He just shuffled along the street. Toddle. As used of a young child, to walk with short, unsteady steps. The little elephant toddled in the water. Flop. This means to fall, lie, or sit down in a sudden, awkward, or relaxed way. At the end of the exhausting day, the little bird flopped down onto his bed. Wade. This means to walk through water. The girl waded in the warm sea between the beach and the island. Swerve. Swerve means to change direction suddenly, especially to avoid hitting someone or something. A moose appeared on the road. The driver lost control of the car and swerved toward a tree. Zigzag. To move along a path that has a series of short, sharp turns or angles. The car was zigzagging on the road. Duck. To lower your head or body suddenly to avoid being seen or hit. The ball was flying so low the elephant had to duck. And finally, trot. As used of a horse, it means to move at a speed faster than walking by stepping with each front leg at the same time as the opposite back leg. An interesting horse trotted just in front of us. Okay, that's it for this video. If you like it, a thumbs up would be great. Also, make sure to subscribe for future videos. If you want to leave a comment or ask a question, you're welcome to do so. Thanks for watching.